days. 14.
Okay. So now you just tell me that on what day you are going to submit this case. Anyway, we are not going to submit here. It is a simple max to make sure that either it is a 7 days or 14 days report, whatever may be the timelines, within that you
By
have to
October
mention.
19th.
Yes, you have to submit this case. Okay. So next we will move on to country. So this country here is the country where the event occurred. Okay. Say for example that event occurred in US. We make it as US. Suppose if the patient, if the subject went to Germany and he had that adverse event, then the country of reporting would be Germany. Okay. It is not the residency that is taken into consideration. It is the event where it occurred. In that country you have to mention. Okay. When it comes to report type, so what is the type of report we are having? Whether it is see, one thing what you have to keep in mind in August is every company, and based on their project requirement, they will configure the Argus in such a way that whatever is essential for that case, based on that they will configure. Okay. So it need not you need not want to fill everything, but there are certain data elements that you have to keep in mind when you are doing this. Okay. Say for example, if it is a sponsor. So if the report type is sponsor trial, if you are a clinical trial working on it, and here it is sponsor trial. So all these will be configured based on your company specific and project specific requirements. So what we will do is you will put sponsor trial. Okay. So these are the first general informations you will do it. Okay. And then next coming to the product. So product is, what is the product you are working on? You are just going to click here. Okay. CT, like that. So based on your company specific and based on the product, what you are working on, based on that, you will be writing your product. Okay. Say, for example, the product name, what we have is MPS001. We are just going to do that as MPS001. And it is generic name. It may or may not be required. So you have to emphasize on the data elements in which, what are the important data elements that has to be filled here so that you will not have any discrepancies later. Okay. So next is description as reported. Let us take an example of the patient took a COVID vaccine and he had fever. So the event is fever. So if we make the description reported as fever, and if you click here, now what you can see is from red box, now you are getting a tick box. Okay. That means it is, this adverse event have been taken up, and in Medra, if you see, you will be able to, it will be auto encoded in that. Okay. From LLT, HT to SOC. Okay. So once the event is coded, it will become a tick box. And if you're not doing it, it will be in wrong version. Okay. Okay. And once it will ask for onset date and time. If it is there in the source document, you will be doing that. Okay. And then reported. Say, for example, the reporter is Subathra. Okay. You can take it as Shubha. Okay. And then it will have the details of the reporter. So whatever maybe the reporter and what is the country and what is the state in which it is reporting, you can write all those names. Okay, suffixes, doctor. Okay, something you write like this, it will become an identifier reporter. And then finally, patient details. Okay, so to re-emphasize on the criteria, for a valid criteria for reporting, you should have a identifiable patient, identifiable reporter, and an adverse event and a suspect drug. So now we are going to fill the patient details. So for HIPAA privacy, we will not be using any first name or last name. So you will just put some IDs. Okay. Let me put 001. Okay. And date of birth is 02. Gosh.